Yo, what's going on, Hempies Nation? It is your boy Josh, different platform. Wow, we're moving up in the world. We're trying to do things. We're trying to grow the brand and advance the cause. The train is gonna be there, right, guys? The Hempies train has left the station, and that train will get where it's going in a great way. All right, but we have a privilege and an honor to be a part of that train, right? To be part of the spirit of the train, right? The movement, the Hempies movement, man. And I say it's a Hempies movement because that train's gonna get there. And I love being on winners, man. Oh my God, it's great. And Hempies has fantastic products, incredible pricing, right? And they do all of the things, right? For what you're getting, man, you get incredible product. And this channel is going to be about my live reactions to different blends of strains that we will in turn be smoking. But like I can give you my journey through each experience, and you can walk that path with me, and I think it'll be mind opening. I hope it'll be enlightening for me, and I hope for whoever comes on that journey with me as well. I think there's a lot of important conversations that need having, and then there's a lot of things that just, honestly, we need to connect, man. We need to be with each other, man. We need to like infuse one another as brothers, sisters, cousins, uncles, all of it. We are connected, man. Not just family, but I'm saying we are the Hempies Nation, man. And with Hempies Nation, I'm talking about like 420 community, bro. And like, we exist, all right? There's no reason to, at this point, have to stifle it, hide it, conceal it. No, man. Because that would be like saying you're doing something bad and you're not, right? Like, I'm going to talk about my experiences, man. I'm going to talk about my dreams and hopes, my aspirations and like, disappointments, man. And I'm going to talk about all of those things because those things happen to be going through your mind once you are elevating your thinking through Hempies consumption or consumption of Hempies products. Yes. And I will be telling you what those products are because, for one, I think you should know. What I sell them, I deliver them, I bloody well better believe in it, and I do. I do so much. Oh my God, it's great. But anyway, so believing in your product, knowing your audience, right? I want to know all of you. Everybody that I encounter in my day is a person who I have an opportunity to leave an imprint on. And I don't mean that in a self-glorifying way, like, oh man, I left an imprint on that one right there. Look at that. No, I'm talking about like meaningful moments, shared moments with people, doing people things, all right? Like a regular interaction at the checkout counter, right? How can you be helpful? How can I be helpful? What can I do to make this person's life better? And I'm going to do it every time, every customer. But not just to the customers, man. I do this for everybody, for Hempies Nation. It's not about me. It's about the mission, man. The mission is the movement, and the movement is going with the Hempies train. So I'm just saying, this train is left the station. Let's jump on this train and support it and get this thing done, man. Because you are going to be rewarded in this process, man. Like, you're going to experience all of the highs and all of the lows. You see what I did there? I didn't even mean to do that, but it did. It just happens, man. You know? That's cool. I'm like trying not to lose my focus here. So it's hard with all the, yeah. And there's rain. We love rain. Rain's gonna just wash all that dirty, yucky smell of what we smoke away. And I'm like, yo, that's what we need to talk about, man. We need to talk about the stigmatization of, what we do, what we love, and what's a part of us, right? Because for me, smoking is just like an extension of me. For me, smoking brings out the best aspects of myself. And I'm like, okay, that's cool. I didn't know that one existed. Oh, I knew that one existed, but I just suppressed the hell out of it. Okay, right. So, what are we doing when we smoke? I believe if you want to get like a little new agey, I personally believe, and this is like old agey too, man, I personally believe that that smoking or using THC in any capacity opens doorways of the mind and perception. And it, through those doorways lie, well, I mean, you could be very like specific and say alternate planes of existence, right? Like different spheres of existence, different like planes where your consciousness can exist outside of the physical realm, right? And I believe you're gonna be like, oh man, he's just been smoking way too much product, dude. No, man, this is an enlightening journey. Like, we are climbing the steps to the temple, and the temple is where we want to be at right at the end of the day. We want to get to that temple. So we're going to climb those steps. We're going to do it together. And I'm going to continue to make videos. So what kind of imprints do we leave on everybody? What sort of imprints do we leave? Do you feel like you leave good imprints on people? Like, man, that was a really swell guy or gal or whoever, That was a meaningful interaction. You could be buying a pretzel from JoJo's. Amazing pretzels, by the way. Shout out JoJo's. And that's in Goshen, Indiana. Goshen. Shout out JoJo's Pretzels, man. Once we get sponsors, dude, if I got JoJo's to sponsor this video, I would freaking love it. Best pretzel you'll ever have in your life, man. It's amazing. I'll do an infomercial for them. For reals. Anyway, sorry, we're talking about flower and unlocking potential. I am ADHD, so you're gonna have to bear with me a little bit on the pretzel journeys, because there will be many pretzels. I see them. I'm like, oh my god, look at the pretzel. It is a squirrel. It is a pretzel. I love it. Come to me, my beautiful pretzel. So we're gonna have fun. You're gonna get to see different aspects of my personalities, my personalities. And I say that because I have different, like, I'll do different voices, different, like, personalities, personas, whatever, man. Just do different things. And, we have fun with it. And it just happens to come out once my thinking has been elevated. Usually it's pretty entertaining. But yeah, right now, we're going to talk about leaving meaningful imprints on people. And that goes without saying, right? Like, you want to be a positive influence on other people, right? You don't want to be a dick. Or do you? Don't be a dick. I had a friend that would used to do that. Every time I'd say something. Like, why? I didn't even do anything that time, man. Like, why? Just doing it. Oh, God, I hated that. Anyway, so we are making a video, and we're trying to get this video done in a timely manner. And you see how I'm, like, doing mental arrangements of, like, logistical time frame in my head, which is coming outward because I'm narrating my thoughts right now, which is what the videos are about, right? My thoughts, my feelings, my sensations, everything that I'm sensing based on my interpretation of, like, my reality. And I say my reality is because there is bias in there, Like, everybody has their own, like, there's reality, right? Your reality might be a little different than mine. And then there, part of that has to do with like, I mean, there's so much that it has to do with. Oh my God, that's a rabbit hole. I should just stop. But we don't want to, like, deprive ourselves of, like, conversations that we do want to have, right? Like, I'm cutting that one off because that I could just see was going to take probably 30 minutes to go down that hole. That was a big ass hole. Am I allowed to cuss? I think so. Anyway, what I'm saying is that we're going to be breaking ground and doing new adventures together. So I'm going to get, like, all the things, but this is video 1. All right. And we're talking about imprints. Like, as a 420 community, right? As Hempies Nation, what do you want to reflect value-wise? What do you want to reflect is, like, what you care about, how you interact with the world around you. Like, what is most important to you? And I can tell you, for me, I want to be a source of positive karma in the universe, man. I might be alone in this world, dude. I might realize that. My wives left, like, but I have been able to grow a lot through the processes, which have been painful. But again, my thought processes, my narration of my thoughts, why it went there, I don't know. It did. ADHD. But I'm like able to somehow compartmentalize a little bit, which is really difficult for me. I don't normally do that well. So really what we're talking about doing is understanding the nature of the world around us, the nature of ourselves, and how we relate to that world, how we relate to each other, man. And like, you know, people are like, it's just stupid. Why? Why is it stupid? Like, because you don't want to take the time to think about it? Like, because you don't believe in doing what's right or good or anything? I don't know. I mean, like, why? Why wouldn't you want to hear all those things? But I want to say, we can do a lot as a movement to be the heart, right? To be like the spirit, man. You're like the spirit behind the train that flows through the train. And we just like revive everybody, man. Like the train feeds us and we feed the train, right? The train gives to us all of the fruits that we require to be our best selves, right? And that's the 420 community. And I believe you understand what I'm talking about. So like THC, you know, is a fantastic supplement. It is. It's a supplement. We take all sorts of supplements. We do all sorts of things. I'm just saying, it is fantastic. I went through years of pain, living in pain, chronic pain. Nothing ever touched it. And I went through all of the right pathways to do it, the right ones. Anyway, and at the end of the day, it was THC that had not only the benefit of like relieving all of that pain, it gives me perspective and changes how I view things in a positive way. Like it helps me see right through the bullshit. And it's like, dude, man, okay, what you're saying is not right, or it doesn't pass the sniff test, bro. And like, you can look at that logically. And I'm like, okay. So for me, smoking is like definitely a performance enhancing drug, right? I'm not even wanting to refer to it as a drug, but for me, it helps me because I'm ADHD, dude. I don't know what it's like to be normal. I'm neurodivergent. Okay, they don't make things for me. Or they do, but they don't understand them, right? Like, what are we trying to do here, man? I'm just trying to exist in a world that doesn't understand me or I can't relate to entirely. And I try. I can relate to people. I also am an empath. So, I feel what other people are sensing, are feeling, and I sense what other people are feeling. I can, just, it's for me, it's very intense then, right? Because I experience other people's emotions and I'm like, oh my God, that's overpowering and intense. Or for me, I'll just start crying for no reason whatsoever. And then like, come to find out one of my close friends had something horrible happen to them, and the connection that we share just emotional trigger, right? You could say a lot about that. All I'm saying is that when we enlighten ourselves with THC and we use it as a supplement to abstract from ourselves potential that's there, unlockable potential that we did not know existed, and we become more complete as a part of our curiosity, right? Why? For the people who don't understand me or believe what I'm saying, you believe what you believe, right? Okay? So believe what I'm saying. We try so hard to matter in life. You know what I mean? Like at the end of the day, we want to do something that is important or that we feel is glorifying in a way. And I don't mean that just this attention-seeking self-glorification. I mean to do something truly worthy of, glorification. And to achieve such a thing would be to overcome mountains and do incredible works. So what we were trying to do is not lose our train of thought and focus on the imprints that we leave behind. Because everywhere we go, man, we leave footprints. Our footprint, our cosmic footprint. Understanding it, man. We gotta understand our cosmic selves and how we relate to all of the things around us. And I think when we stop to pause for a moment to consider other things, consider them. Like, what makes us better? Because we're intelligent? Well, that's debatable sometimes, I'm telling you, man. I'm just saying, dude. I'm just saying. Flat earthers, hello? Sorry. I can't do that. Maybe I can. I don't know.